if he can't. For Gary Wilson, that is.
Foul and miss. Gary Wilson 4.
So back it goes, and Higgins will get another attempt just to lay this cue ball into the cluster.
Seeing that shadow there, the still frame of where the cue ball was.
Well, a possible red to the left middle. Should be on one of the colours, pink, black or brown, if it goes in. He doesn't like it. Well, surely he can't get through the middle of that. The green and the blue. It must be close. Well, looks like he can. He can get to this red.
He's only potted one ball, Higgins, since he missed that all-important short-range red to the right corner when he was eyeing a 3-1 interval lead. So rather out of sync now. Just a few safety shots makes those long pots that bit more difficult when you're out of rhythm. Wilson has largely dominated the table since that miss. He looks the stronger of the two at the moment, but he'll be very wary of the ability of Higgins to click into gear. That was a better shot than it looked, wasn't it?
What a shot that was. It really was, yeah. Dropping it in across the nap of the table. The cue ball could have just gone offline ever so slightly and you miss the red. But it held true, but this isn't a gimme either. Cut back on the black. Cue ball's going into the red just above it, and from there it could go into the pack of reds. Depends how hard he plays it. And he played it well. Excellent shot, and that has given him a great chance. Higgins missed long red. Could be very costly.
Two outstanding shots back to back from Wilson to create this chance.
Yeah, and I like the way that he leaves a nice angle on the black to be able to manoeuvre the cue ball. Don't want to leave it straight. Makes things difficult.
16.
The back underway on table 2. Mark Allen playing catch-up, 3-1 behind against last year's finalist Serge Aouet. But at the table at the start of the 5th frame. It's on Discovery Plus. Live pictures, looks like a decent chance for Allen to get himself right back in contention.
Well, his positional play in the last 2 frames, when he made a 1-8 in the last frame and a 90 in the previous, it's been impeccable, his positional play, and that's what's made the break building so easy. Although on this occasion, he's not ideal on the next red. Awkward cue in this if he takes this red onto the right corner. Obviously the easier one is the one to the left corner, but the cue ball looks to be going into the other red. Can he use it? Well, I thought he could have used that red to stun down a little for the black, but this is okay if the black goes in. Didn't put anything on the cue ball, just made sure of the black,
52.
and he's left with the same problem as what he had last time. This red to the right corner, difficult.
Three.
The green brings him back down to the reds. Again, in prime position.
36.
He's playing with the confidence of a man who's just beaten the world number 1 and the best player of the last few seasons, Judd Trump. And did it in style, holding his nerve in the decider. Didn't allow Trump to get away from him. 4 times Trump was in front, 4 times he equalised and then had the final word. And after an indifferent spell, it was exactly the sort of win he was looking for, not just the victory, but against a player of Trump's calibre in a tight match. The kind of win that really does
45.
give you an injection of confidence, and we're seeing more of that today. He looks very strong against another great of the game.
Yeah, you're dead right, Philip. He's exuding confidence, isn't he? Just striding round the table. He looks full of it. But as confident as you are, one shot can destroy it all. So he's got to keep his concentration. Another red and a colour. Should seem to a 4-2 lead.
$59. 60.
Just the blue needed then. Nothing fancy. This makes absolutely sure. Snooker was needed, but that makes absolutely sure now.
65.
Now we have a bit of a story developing once again on table 2. Mark Allen has taken all blacks with the red so far. We've already had 2 maximums this week. We've had 7 already this season. But he's a little short of pace there. He's not quite won the frame yet, in fact, but the 147s have been flying in during this campaign. All over on table 1, Gary Wilson in that 6th frame.